Hello and welcome to Tea and Verses. This is episode 1, our inaugural episode. So we're really happy about that. And I do have my cup of tea. Uh, ooh, that may not be tea. Okay. So, a couple of things. We are not starting our live stream just yet due to technical issues, but it is coming. For now, we're just going to record. I hope everybody's okay with that. And I know my friend Valiety and I are really excited for this opportunity to come talk to you all about topics that interest us. And our first topic is going to be truth in relationships. Now, by relationships, we're not just talking romantic relationships, we're also talking about personal relationships like friends and family. That also counts. So it's a broader universal topic that we really wanted to get into. And before I do my bit to get into it, I wanted to share a little poem I wrote about sincerity and honesty in relationships. So here is Hope Breaks Dawn. Beauty fools admire, arrogance does impress, hair burnt by fire, face cracked with stress. Better than reality, roles well played, masking insanity, life these days. Primarily unnecessary, useless bell and whistle, modesty become heresy, currency the epistle. Every one a prostitute, soul sold for grain, vacuous and destitute, no devils to blame. Pray all not lost, my faith not gone, rebellious spark brought, hope breaks dawn. Okay, well, thank you for listening to that. I think that really sets the stage for what we're going to be talking about. And the point is that nowadays in our American modern society, we're not sincere. We're not honest about our emotions and how we really feel about people, much less ourselves. And I think that's a big problem because if you look at the breakdown in human relationships in our society, that's a big part of the reason. Um, we have TV shows like Bachelor and Bachelorette. These shows really perpetuate the idea that we have to go towards an image rather than the reality of the person. And that's very frustrating for me because if you look at a lot of relationships, and this is my own observation that I have done, is that people go into them as representations of themselves, not really themselves. So they're presenting an image, you're presenting an image, nobody's really themselves. So what happens is one day you wake up and you discover that the other person is not who you thought they were. And that's when breakups and divorce happens. That's when friends stop being friends. That's when you stop talking to your relatives. These are things that are really going on in our society. They're big problems, and they're things that I think we need to address. We can't go into everything acting like what we think. everybody else thinks we should act like, if that makes any sense. Um, so I'm really kind of going on this personal campaign, and thankfully Valaity's joining me. And we're really pushing for people to understand themselves and understand others and to be sincere about it. One of the problems is you have to be honest with yourself and sincere with yourself before you can be honest and sincere with someone else. And it goes along with love. You have to love yourself before you can love someone else. It's a very similar idea. So, what we see is we're not being sincere, partly because a lot of people may not know how to be sincere or how to be honest about themselves, because we're so busy trying to live up to this social image that has been ingrained by really commercial interests. Think about it. Why do you really need to have that $100,000 car? It's not because you want it, it's not because you actually like it. It's because the commercial told you that you need it in order to be fulfilled and in order to impress other people. So we're sacrificing true, honest love, true, honest happiness in order to satisfy social images. Social images that really don't matter, really don't mean anything, because at the end of the day, look, nobody's going to live your life for you. You need to live your life for yourself. So you have to understand yourself and truly understand the person you're with and be happy with yourself and be happy with them. That's how you can love each other. That's how you can put truth into your relationship. I know some people may disagree. That's fine. Hey, if you disagree, I tell you what, comment. Comment on social media, send us an email, t.and.verses@gmail.com. Send us an email. Disagree. That's great. Why? Because I love to discuss. So disagree with me, that's fine, and share this video. Share this video with others, and let's see if they disagree or they agree. But let's get the conversation going. That's really my point. I want to have this discussion. I want all of us to have this discussion and be honest about it. Talking about honesty, one of the things that really kills me, and I've seen this and I know people that have done this, is going after a relationship for money. That for me is the most dishonest, crazy thing you can do. Because to be in a relationship, you have to be comfortable and happy. To have sex with someone, just to have sex with someone, you should really like the person you're having sex with, right? But if you're doing it for money, you don't have any of that. So how can you think that you're going to go into a relationship on the basis of financial gain and be happy? There is no way you will ever be happy in that relationship. I mean, you'll enjoy the money you get, but really? Is that what we want out of life? Is that the limit of how we see things? So, this is something that really just bothers me. And I see it all the time. Like I said, I know people that have done this. And they've told me they're doing it. And they thought they were going to be happy. And they ended up miserable. I wonder why. So, I'm not an expert, and my personal love life is not perfect. But I can still see things and understand things and sense things. And I think we suffer, as I said before, from a lack of sincerity and honesty in our society, in our modern culture, and I think it's hurting us. It's hurting us because we're not dealing with each other as loving human beings. We're dealing with each other as social constructs, and that for me becomes rather inhuman. It becomes inhuman. It becomes a distance between us and our natural selves. So look at, for example, when you're going on a first date, right? Everybody does I need to act this way, I need to say this, I need to wear this. Everything's constructed and it's not evolving naturally. Why are we afraid of nature? Why are we afraid of our natural selves? Be yourself, it's okay. And if somebody doesn't like you how you are, then guess what? That's not the person you should be with. So move on. It's okay. You don't have to desperately adapt to what other people expect. I think as far as adapting to other people, that should really be a mutual thing. You should adapt to each other because you love each other. So you want to come together better. Yeah, okay, I can do that. But changing yourself entirely and presenting a fake you in order to attract someone, that's not good. Please stop doing that, people. And I'm saying that as someone who did it in the past. I'm not perfect. I'm not the clean angelic one here by any means, but I have learned. I've been there, I've done it, I've learned, and I really want to try and help other people not make the mistakes that I made. If I'm being honest, I think, all of you out there deserve better than that. And if I'm going to be someone that you're going to listen to, if I'm going to be someone that can advise you on anything, then I should do so honestly and be sincere with you. Look, a lot of the life lessons that I've learned and know, they come because I did bad, stupid things when I was younger. You know, I'm not going to lie about that. Most of the things that I put in my poetry that are things that I want people to listen to and understand are really things that I learned the hard way. These are things that just life taught me and I want to pass it on. I want to pay it forward because I love you guys. Even if I don't know you, guess what? I love you, man. I don't think we can continue to survive as a society if we don't love each other, if we're not sincere with each other, if we're not honest with each other. I mean, look at all the problems that are going on out there. There's a lot of hate, there's a lot of bile. I mean, there's a lot of crazy, stupid things going on out there. And it's because people are not being sincere, people are not being honest, and people are not loving each other. I mean, really, come on. We gotta love each other. We have no choice. If anything, we should do it for survival. Because that's the only way we're going to survive in this world is loving each other and being honest with each other and being sincere with each other. That's it. There's nothing more than that. So please Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your loved one, and be honest, be sincere, be who you really are, and love them for who they really are. Don't ask them to be an image. Ask them to be themselves and love them for that. Okay, I guess that's my 2 cents worth of advice for this episode. I'm going to pass the microphone to my dear, wonderful friend Valiety, and I know she has her own really awesome insights into this. Thank you guys for listening. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Hi everyone, I am Valiety and this is Tea and Verses. I got my tea. Do you have yours? Alright, so tonight's topic is truth in relationships. And I'm not going to take up much of your time because what does that even mean? Okay, yeah, I get it. Everybody wants the partner to tell them the truth. And like Phil said, it doesn't necessarily always have to be about relationships or romantic. Could be a family member, could be a best friend. Well, like the movie says, can you handle the truth? A lot of people cannot. So what do? Do we go around hurting people's feelings? No, not nice. So we have to kind of pick and choose when the truth can be told. Right? Right? So if someone says, please, 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 I need you to be honest with me, knock yourself out. But if you know the person well, and you think this might not be a good idea, what are you going to do? Are you just going to hurt someone's feelings? Are you going to destroy a relationship? And I think that's one of the biggest ones. I think that when people hear, oh, truth in relationships, they automatically assume a romantic relationship. So now, they're going back in their mind to their ex, or even the one they're with, and how he lies to them because, only they're the liars. If you have never told a lie in your life, then okay. But I'm sure we have. So we really shouldn't be calling people liars, but anyway, people do it all the time. So let's get back to truth. You screwed up. And you're asked, did you do it? And you say no. Why? Well, you definitely don't want your partner to be upset with you and the chances of them leaving you, right? But I think it goes a little deeper because we might want to know why we screwed up. It goes a lot deeper. It's just not truth. It's what causes somebody not to tell the truth. You ask your friend, how does this look on me? Do you really want her to tell you no? It looks crappy. Don't wear it. No, you want her to say, oh, it looks good, girl. And that's what she might do because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings or she's uncomfortable with being honest. So, what do we do with the word truth? I think we should just throw it in the trash. But a lot of people like to hold on to it if they're on the side of truth or their truth. And that's another thing. What's truth? My truth? Your truth? There are many truths. Is there really only one truth? I don't think so. I think perception has a lot to do with it. So what happens then? I don't know, you tell me. I'm hoping to see some stuff in the comments because I'm not feeling this word, people. I'm not feeling this word. So, I know that we're not playing for or against, but I think it all depends on the situation. Should we be honest? Should we tell the truth? It can destroy lives. It can destroy relationships. It can hurt someone's feelings. So, I don't know. I suggest you keep the truth to yourself. I'm really honest, and sometimes I see what it does. So, I sort of like to keep things to myself sometimes. I don't want to become explosive, though. That happened one time. I kept too much in. I was not honest. And then one day I had to be. And it was ugly. I hurt somebody's feelings really bad. So, what do we do? Do we care about people? I mean, when somebody begs you to be honest with them, they're hurt. They're like, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth, right? You debate. How's this going to play out if I tell the truth? I can't come back from it. And then you just tell the truth, and it breaks the other person's heart in two. Some people will say, I prefer to hurt as long as I was told the truth. And then some people will say, I wish I never knew. I wish I can go back to not knowing. How in the world are we ever supposed to know when we should tell the truth or not? We are human beings. We do stuff. It's not always something that the other person approves of. You might be caught up to some gossip about a relative, and the relative says, did you say that? I'm going to say yeah, but since that's just me. But I think most people say no because they don't want to hurt the person's feelings. They probably would prefer that the person didn't know they were talking about them. And people talk. That's what we do. We talk. So, what do we do? Should we tell the truth? Should we push for honesty? People should just be honest and truthful. No, I believe we should see how it works, how it plays out. We should be careful. Not everybody really needs to hear the truth. Even if they say they want to. Not everybody needs to hear the truth. Or what they believe is the truth. You know, when you go into a relationship, there are going to be things. And you got to prepare for these things. You know, if you don't want these things, don't go into a relationship. A relationship comes with things. It comes with stuff. You bring stuff. They bring stuff. When it comes to a relative or, you know, some family you were born into, well, you know, you're there. But you know your family members. And you know how they feel and how they'll react. You don't want to hurt them. So, you're not exactly truthful. Okay. Let's move on from it. Now, if it's a cheating situation, there's two things here. One, the person's honest and you accept it. Or the person's dishonest and you accept it. Or the person's dishonest and you don't accept it. Or they're honest and you don't accept it. Either way, you have to make some type of decision. And the person may feel bad and never do it again. So maybe they're dishonest because they know they'll never do it again. They know in their heart they'll never do it again. So why hurt you? It really depends on your situation. Honesty is not always the best policy. It can hurt. It can destroy. We're not perfect. We do things. So, I haven't been able to sip my tea because I'm doing too much yapping. But I'd like to hear what you guys think. Do you think that we should always be honest, that we should always be truthful no matter what? Or should we look at the situation? Should we consider others' feelings? That's all I got. I said I wasn't going to take up too much of your time, and I don't think I did. So I'm going to go back to my tea. And I am so grateful, like Phil said, to have this time with you guys. So leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Make sure you see the next episodes. I have no idea what the next topic is going to be. I don't know. Maybe you can comment below and give us some ideas. That'll be great. But until next time, I'm Valiety Jaye, and I'll see you. Bye.